Hey Fishers, welcome back to Year 340. I'm Sharanya Shrivastava.
And I'm Seth Gastineau.
And starting us off,
our chemistry club is holding a Dine to Donate this Friday at Bibby Bop. Check out the flyer on their Instagram for more information. The next FHS blood drive is Wednesday, April 26th. Look for the QR codes posted around the building to reserve your spot. Also, if you're only 16 years old, you will need a parental consent. You can download that form with the QR code at the bottom of the flyer.
When did the construction of the Empire State Building start? A. 1929, B. 1934, C. 2001, or D. 1974? The answer is A. 1929.
Recently, the Fishers High School robotics team won their state game where they competed against a variety of different high schools and came out on top. They are now off to Worlds in Houston, Texas. The robotics team has started a fundraiser to help students who are on the team go to the event, raise funds for the trip there and back, and hopefully have enough to keep making their robot better in future years. If you would be able to donate to help our future generation of programmers, builders, and drivers, please donate. Anything is much appreciated. Thank you.
According to AP News, firefighters in Western Germany have recently freed an uncooperative squirrel that was stuck in a manhole cover. The Dortmund Fire Department says they were alerted to the call Monday afternoon after a woman noticed the squirrel's head poking out of the manhole cover. The fire department described the task as complicated as the squirrel was uncooperative in getting freed. The story does have a happy ending though. The squirrel was eventually extracted unharmed and quickly vanished up a nearby tree. As weird and uncommon as this event seems, it's also reported that a similar incident occurred 4 years prior, but it's unknown if it was the same uncooperative squirrel or another unfortunate furry friend.
On April 12, 1970, Apollo 13 was en route to the moon, carrying astronauts James Lovell Jr., Fred Haise Jr., and Jack Swigert. The spacecraft was launched by NASA in Cape Kennedy, Florida. The day of launch and the day following launch went fine without any issues. However, the following day, there was an explosion causing 2 of the oxygen tanks to burst. The astronauts reported back to NASA about the explosion, starting the famous saying, "Houston, we have a problem." NASA aborted their mission to the moon, and the astronauts were safely returned to Earth.
Hi, I'm Attic.
And I'm Christian.
Over spring break, I saw Dungeons & Dragons.
And I saw 65. I went into 65 having very high expectations. Throughout the trailers, this movie looked incredible with a fantastic story and great casting, but the final film was slow and anticlimactic. It was a great film to watch if you're bored, but I wouldn't call this one a summer blockbuster.
When I went to see this movie, I had the lowest expectations possible, and because of that, I found the film quite enjoyable. There's some decent action sequences throughout and just enough character development to engage the audience. Of course, the creatures and special effects are the treats of the film. Sadly, the story isn't strong enough and caused me to be pulled out of the film only a couple of times, but I still recommend watching Dungeons & Dragons even with its many flaws.
Hey Fishers, today we're going to be discussing the top 5 Day of Service projects our mass media class is most excited about. We're excited about staining the fence and planting flowers at Oleo Fields, baking desserts for our Fishers Police and Fire Department, leading preschoolers in activities at Stony Creek Early Learning Center, updating the murals here at FHS, and writing uplifting letters to people in nursing homes. To see the full list of projects, go to Enriching Students or your guidance counselor's Canvas page.
And that's your 340.